All right, and we're live, I believe. Great. Let me set this up and just make sure that we take a moment here just to wait for more people to join the class. So, for those of you who are already here with me, just make sure that you have a bolster and two blocks nearby. I'm gonna allow you a little moment to get comfortably on your mat, and we're just gonna start in a moment. I hope my audio works and everything. So, so let's start this. So tonight's class is a donation-based class. I want to start doing more live stream with you guys so that we can enjoy the Yin Yoga practices all together at the same time. And I'm really excited about this. This is a new endeavor and project for me. And for tonight's class, we're going to be focusing on connecting with our breath. So the breath is the essence of life, and in yoga we call that pranamaya, and that stands for anything related to the breath. And there's different breathing techniques that you can do to get some sort of benefits in different ways. And tonight I'm going to show you the alternate nostril breathing exercises. So what we're going to need to do is, either if you're left-handed or right-handed, we're going to grab our hand and we're just going to bend the index finger and the middle finger so that we have the ring finger, the pinky finger, and the thumb up. So what we're going to do right now, we're just going to start by practicing this, and it's very beneficial to calm your mind. And when you have a calm mind, you have a calm body, and you're able to hold still. So it's all interconnected in Yin Yoga. So what we're going to start by doing, I'm going to invite you to do this with your hand, and you can close your eyes if you want. And what you're going to do is you're going to block your left nostril with your ring finger and pinky finger, and you're going to inhale through the right nostril. And then you're going to use your thumb to block the right nostril, open up the left one, and exhale. And then you're going to inhale again through the left nostril, block it with the ring finger and pinky, exhale through the right nostril. And then we repeat. Inhale through the right, block with your thumb, open up the left one, exhale through the left. So we're going to be doing this for about 3 minutes. I'm going to allow you guys to just keep on going at your own pace, and I'm not going to say anything from now, allowing you to get into the zone. This is a very good technique to lower anxiety and to allow you to return to that state of stillness and peace wherever you are, whenever you need it. you should already start to feel a sense of calmness circulating through your body. Noticing that focusing on your breath allow your minds to get clearer. And when you're ready, you can take one big inhale and then let go through both nostrils. And you should already feel wonderful just by doing this. So tonight, as we go through the asanas, and it's going to be a full body yin yoga sequence tonight, I want you to really connect with your breath and see how you can calm your breath, to calm your mind, to allow your body to be still, and then completely let go and melt down on the floor through the asanas we're going to do. So let's get right into the first asana. We're going to get onto our backs. And you're going to need a bolster for this one. And what you want to do is you want to lift your hips up and then insert the bolster in between your legs so that you can land the base of your spine right on it. And then from here, we're going to go into reclined butterfly. So putting your feet together, opening up your hips and resting everything on the bolster. We're going to bring our head back down to the floor, palms up, and then focus on breathing. So take long, slow inhale through the nose and long exhale through the nose. That's all we're going to be doing tonight, focusing on our breathing, slowing it down to the best that we can. And when you think your breathing is slow enough, try to see if you can slow it down even more. ready, you can grab both hands, close your knees, bring your feet back onto the ground, and then we're going to slowly lift our hips up and push the bolster forward as to make some space so we can roll onto our side. And turn onto our bellies. So we're going to get into supported Sphinx pose. So using the bolster, we're going to place both forearms on it, and this is going to offer you just a deeper opening in your abdominal muscles at the front and consequently at your low back. So when you're settled into this, reconnect with your breath once more. Calming your breath to calm your mind, to relax your body into stillness. And then we're going to take one big inhale. And on the exhale, just allow your elbows to flare down and bring your forehead in contact with the back of your hands, resting on the bolster for a moment. And when you're ready, you can push through your arms, cross your legs, and come back onto your knees. And we're going to make our way to this seated position to go into straddle pose. So opening up your legs as wide as you can comfortably do. We're going to place a bolster in front of us. And from here, we're just going to take one big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to walk our fingertips forward. Allow our upper torso to come down towards the ground until you feel enough stress in the inside of your legs here. And then just hold it there. Focusing once more on your breath until your body invites you to go deeper into the position. And when you want to get deeper into the position, remember to do so on the exhale. I'm going to take one big inhale for myself. And on the exhale, I'm going to walk my fingertips forward, getting deeper into this asana. And when you're ready, you can take another big inhale. And on the exhale, walk your fingertips back, raise your upper body, come back to the seated position. And you can push the bolster in front of you. Create some space so you can bring your legs back into a very relaxed seated position. And once you're here, we're just going to go into a spinal twist. So we're going to take one big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to grab our left hand, place it to the outside of our right knee. Turn our upper body looking towards the back. And just holding it here for a few seconds. Focusing on our breath. And when you're ready, you can take one big inhale. And on the exhale, turn even deeper into this spinal twist. You will probably notice that your breathing pattern accelerates and become a little bit more shallow when you experience some resistance within your body. And this is where it's important to refocus on your breath and slow it down so your body relaxes. It'll help you to reap the benefits of Yin Yoga. And one big inhale. And on the exhale, turn very slowly back to the middle into the seated position. Just taking a moment here to notice how we just loosen up our spine and feel a lot better already. And on the next big inhale, you're gonna start exhaling. Grab your right hand, put it to the exterior edge of your left knee. Turn around and place your left hand onto the ground. Allowing your body to settle before going deeper into this twist. And then we can take one big inhale, and on the exhale, turn around, go deeper into this. we can take one big inhale again. And on the release, turn back onto the middle. It feels wonderful. Thanks for being with me tonight in this Yin Yoga practice. So from here, I'm going to invite you to place both hands in front of you onto the floor and keeping both glutes planted firmly onto the mat. We're just gonna walk our fingers towards the right and see if we can then extend and just open up the side of our body a little bit. So just find your edge, and when you find something that feels good, just hold it there. This is just to help us prepared for twisting deer pose that we're going to do right after. So remember to keep your breathing on check and slow it down if it accelerates or if the pattern changes. And we can bring our hands back onto the middle very slowly. And now we're gonna do the left side, so just walk your hands towards the left, and then once you find a place that feels good again, walk your fingertips forward and dive sort of deeper into this. So my wife isn't with me tonight because she's almost due to deliver our baby, and she's becoming quite big and heavy, and it's hard on her, so she's taking a break today. And we can walk our hands back to the middle and come all the way up. And from here, we're going to go into twisted deer pose. I'm going to invite you to place your right leg towards the front of the mat. So you want to create a 90-degree angle. And then your left leg will be in a 90-degree angle towards the left side of the mat. So you want the left shin in line with the outside left edge of your mat, and you want your right shin to be totally perpendicular to the front. So from here, we're just going to take one big inhale again. And on the exhale, we're going to turn towards the right. So you should already feel a big stretch here. So you might want to just hold it here for a second, calming your breath. And then one big inhale. And on the exhale, you want to bring your forearms to the ground. Opening up your body. This is one of my new favorite. It really feels good. If you have a block nearby, you might want to place it in between your hands and bring your forehead to it for support. and then a big inhale. And on the exhale, push through your arms. Come all the way up. Inhale again. Exhale, turn back towards the front of your mat. And now let's switch sides. So you want to bring your left shin in a perpendicular angle to the front of your mat, making a 90-degree angle with your leg. And then you want your right shin following the outside edge of your mat and making a 90-degree angle again. And from here, I'm just going to move a little bit to create some space. From here, we're just going to stay up, take a big inhale. On the exhale, turns towards the left. Hold it here for a second. I'm going to grab this. And then one big inhale. And on the exhale, lower yourself down all the way to your forearms for twisted deer pose. And again, you can use a block for support for your forehead. Even the bolster could work, so you would hug it in this position. You can be creative with your props and find what works best for you. I'm gonna invite you once more to take one big inhale. And on the exhale, push through your arms. Come up. Once more, one big inhale. And on the exhale, turns toward the front of your mat. And that feels really wonderful. So we're gonna go onto our knees now. And you might want to just wiggle your hips left to right. Move them in circles. Just getting the flow of energy to move back throughout your body. And then I'm going to invite you to bring your blocks to the front of your mat for dragon pose. So from all four, we're going to extend our left leg up And then swing it slowly forward to the front of our mat, inside our left wrist. And then we're going to extend our right leg back and flat onto the ground, using the blocks for support, and settling into this deep squat or lunge per se, called dragon pose. It's a very good hip opener and one that always feels fantastic. We're about halfway through tonight's class. And thanks for joining me tonight on the mat. It's wonderful to feel connected with you, and that's what I'm thinking about right now. That you are at home somewhere in the world doing this with me. So thank you for that. And then very slowly you can move your hips back, extend that left leg, and go into a hamstring stretch. Just taking a little moment here to do a counter pose to what we just did, which is a great way to bring back balance within our body as we move through asanas. And then we can slowly bring our left leg back to go into all fours, or mountain pose it's called. And then one big inhale, extend the right leg back and up. And on the exhale, swing it forward inside your right wrist, bringing your blocks in line with your shoulders, extending the left leg back and flat onto the floor, sinking your hips forward and low, closing your eyes and letting go. And on your next exhale, I'm going to invite you to move your hips back, push through your arms, extend your right leg, and go into a very gentle hamstring stretch. And when you're ready, you can bring your leg back, coming into all fours once more. And from here, I'm gonna invite you to work with me a bit on our shoulders. So we're gonna take one big inhale, extend our right arm out to the side, and on the exhale, we're gonna scoop it through and then lower our shoulder and head onto the ground while trying to keep your hips up and your knees in a 90-degree angle, with your hips. So you can brace yourself on the floor with your left hand, placing it somewhere that's comfortable enough for you to hold this position. I'm just going to bring this here. And you should feel a good stretch in your shoulder. Again, focusing on reconnecting with the breath and slowing it down. And when you're ready, you can push through your left hand, turning your body back to the center, going onto all fours once more, and taking a little moment here. Just a few breaths. And when you're ready, we can extend our left hand to the side. Big inhale, and on the exhale, scoop it through. Allow our shoulder to come to the ground, our head to rest onto the floor, and bracing ourselves with our right hand for support. And we can slowly push through our right hand, turn our upper body, and come back to all fours. And from here, I'm just going to invite you to cross your legs, come down to the seated position, and we're going to make our way onto our backs. To go into reclining twist. So from here, we're just going to take one big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to bring both knees in. And then from here, I'm just going to invite you to wiggle your low back left to right. Just doing a gentle massage here. And when you're ready, you're going to grab your right hand, put it to the exterior side of your left knee, and then we're going to turn everything to the right onto the floor. And you want to try to keep both shoulder blades planted firmly onto the floor to the best that you can. And if you're not flexible, you can grab a block and place it underneath your knees for support. So this is one option. And if you want to explore deeper, you can take the block off. And from here, we're just going to extend our left arm to the side and then turn our head towards the left, focusing on our breath. And if you want to help yourself, you can grab your right hand, place it on your knees, and kind of push down towards the floor. And we can take one big inhale again. And on the exhale, bring our legs back onto the middle very slowly. And then it always feels good to do a windshield wiper motion like this, just to loosen up our low back. And when you're ready, I'm just going to invite you to once more bring both knees into your chest. And then grab the outside edge of your right knee and turn your hips and legs towards the left side of your mat. Trying to keep once more both shoulder blades planted onto the floor. Then you open up your right arm to the right side of your mat, and then you can look right with your head. And on your next exhale, you can bring your legs back onto the middle, wiggling your hips left to right once more. And this is where I'm going to invite you to grab your bolster. And planting our feet firmly onto the floor, we're going to lift our hips up and bring the bolster to the base of our spine, extending our legs and allowing the front of our hips to open up. This is very comfortable. And then when you're ready, we're just going to pull our right knee in, extending our left leg in front of us. Just getting into this nice stretch here. And we can release, extending our right leg and pulling our left knee in this time. And we're going to release. And keeping the bolster planted at the base of our spine, we're just going to lift both legs up onto the air, allowing blood that might have been pooling in our legs to come back to our heart for fresh oxygen. You can keep your knees slightly bent for comfort, allowing gravity to do the rest. And we can bend our knees and bring our feet back onto the floor, lifting our hips up and moving the bolster from underneath us to the side of our mat, extending our legs and going into Savasana. So we're gonna just take the time to notice how good we feel right now. And we're gonna hold this position for 5 minutes, really reconnecting with the breath and seeing if we can release some remaining tensions throughout our body with every exhale as we slow down our breathing. you can slowly start to come back to reality, opening up your eyes and rolling onto your side. I'm gonna invite you to come all the way up to the seated position. So I hope you feel as fantastic as I do right now. This was really much needed. I feel I'll loosen up right now. And thanks for joining me for my first live Yin Yoga class tonight. It's currently roughly around 8:30 p.m. here in Quebec, Canada. And we are confined to a lockdown and staying home after 8 p.m. So I really enjoyed sharing tonight's class with you. So always remember that if anything becomes hectic in your life, or just even during your day-to-day life, if you feel some sort of stress and you want to just slow down, you don't always need to come to your the yoga mat per se, and you can just focus on your breathing, and calming your breathing down will calm your mind and relax your body. So it's all interconnected. So until next time, we're going to place our hands at our heart. Thanks for joining me tonight, and have a good rest of your day, night, evening, wherever you are in the world right now. Namaste, guys. Bye-bye. Remember that you can share with me your comments about tonight's class and how much you enjoyed it. So I'll take a look at it. Bye.